Grammy Award-winning artist, activist, and mom of four who puts her own unique stamp on everything she does, including her latest CD. Please welcome back Melissa Etheridge. Intimate performance in a little bit.
Intimate, yeah, I'm going to be right there, and you'll be right behind me.
Yeah, we're right here. We're your backup, right?
Yes, clearly.
But we're glad, because you're very vocal on a lot of things, and one thing we've heard some from you is you were a little, the election was bittersweet for you.
It was. You know, I'm a lesbian. In case you didn't know, sometimes, yes. And, you know, it was wonderful to see our country and our world move ahead in this affirmative move towards sort of breaking down barriers and not being afraid of the other, not being afraid because somebody's, oh, he's mixed race, or it's a she. We had a great choice of you know, this man or this woman, or you know, we just had all these choices. And then to be in a state like California, which everyone knows it's full of fruits and nuts, right? You know, you think that, you know, we have a certain reputation out there in California, and to see, to actually see human rights be up for a vote in this Proposition 8, and to have people vote to take away rights is, to me, at the core, is very un-American.
Do you feel, were you, does it make you more
briefly what we're talking about?
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about Proposition 8.
Yeah.
We're talking about when this summer in June, when the California Supreme Court said, yes, indeed, it is against the Constitution to deny families the same equal protection under the law as other families. And so they allowed us to get married, and 18,000 couples got married.
Gay couples.
Gay couples.
Yeah.
And then the opposition put on the ballot wordings that would change the Constitution. But it was very hard to see when that passed. And it passed by such a small margin, and
so people who are married lost their right to be married?
Yeah.
So people that were...
So I just was thinking, does it make you more pessimistic? Because people would think if it's not going to pass there first, where is it going to pass?
Well, you know what happened is a huge outcry came up from that. People, I'm finally seeing people actually making the case for marriage equality everywhere. It's not so much just in the gay community anymore. It's actually out. I mean, I sat here and I watched you guys talk about it, and Whoopi, you spoke so clearly, and I appreciate the, you know, the conversation you had. I was saddened with your conversation only because I felt you misleaded people when you started to talk about a Swedish priest that was put in jail because he wouldn't marry somebody.
We were simply presenting the fact that some people did vote with that in their mind, and that was an issue being brought up. Certainly, we're not in California. I didn't vote on Prop 8. I wasn't there. I'm a person who does believe that, you know, if you want to compliment our democracy and saying, yes, we got together and voted on a president, and this is who it is, hurrah, and you can't say then, look at that system of democracy and then also call it a failure in the same breath. So I think, look, it should come from the people, and it's not a personal thing from me.
But that's actually,
we were just presenting what some people felt.
Actually, one of the things that was difficult about this was that Thomas Jefferson wrote a paper on the rights of the minority should never be voted on by the direct democracy, by the majority. That should never happen.
It should be equal. I think it's got to be more. Do you think it's about the word, Melissa? Do you think it's about the word marriage?
Yes, because
more than the rights.
It denotes a certain religion, and believe me, I don't want anything to do with anybody's religion at all. It's about equal protection under the law. My family, my children. It's about children and people. So you're saying you're for gay marriage?
Look,
or same-sex marriage?
For me, it's not a personal issue. For me, it's just a legal issue. I think that it should come from the people. I don't think activist judges should be deciding what's right for the rest of the country.
Okay, but you're saying it should come from that the majority should vote on the minority?
We've had mistakes in the past, though. I agree that where people, you know, we've had...
you know what? this is such a discussion.
Let's have lunch and talk about it.
Have you come back on. We really would, but because you came on here we wanted to talk about your CD.
Oh, okay.
I know. We got to have you back because we'd love to talk about it.
It should be deliberative democracy. It should go through.
Okay.
The legislative into the yes. that song. Sing. Oh my God, sing. Let us sing.
Here to perform Blue Christmas off her latest album, A New Thought for Christmas. Please welcome the incomparable Melissa